involved in the digestive system are mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, the two intestines, small and large, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, rectum, and lastly the anus.
The mouth is the starting point of the digestive system. It is the place where food is taken in. The mouth has three parts that help the starting of the digestion: salivary glands, tongue, and the teeth. The saliva produced from the salivary glands breaks down the chemicals in the food a bit, which helps make the food get mushy and easy to swallow. Your tongue helps that by pushing the food around while you chew with your teeth. The esophagus is a stretchy pipe that's about 10 inches long. It moves food from the back of your throat to your stomach and contains the epiglottis, which blocks food from going into the windpipe. Next is the stomach. It has three important functions, which are storing the food you've eaten, breaking down the food into a liquid mixture, and to slowly empty that mushy food or liquid into the small intestine. Then, there is the small intestine, which is a long and thin tube that's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches in width. It breaks down the food mixture even more so your body can absorb all the vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. The liver produces bile, which helps aid in the breakdown of fats and also converts poison into materials that can be safely delivered into the blood. It also produces sugar from protein and other fatty substances. The gallbladder, which is near the liver, stores and releases bile into the small intestine. Next, the pancreas, like the liver, produces enzymes that help in the digestion of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins in the small intestine. Then, the large intestine. The indigestible food from the small intestine goes in here and it absorbs water from the food to be used. It stores the food in the rectum for elimination from the body. Lastly, the anus is the last part of the digestive system, where waste from the rectum is pushed out of the body at the appropriate time. Digestion begins in the mouth. First, the mechanical breakdown occurs when the teeth break down food into smaller particles. Salivary glands secrete saliva, which begins the chemical breakdown of food. It keeps the food moist. As food is swallowed, it passes through the pharynx. The food passes over the epiglottis, which prevents food from entering the respiratory system. The food then enters into a muscular tube connecting the mouth to the stomach, called the esophagus. It uses involuntary muscle movements, contract and relax, to force food from the throat into the stomach. Next is the stomach. It has three important functions, which are storing the food you've eaten, breaking down the food into a liquid mixture, and to slowly empty that mushy food or liquid into the small intestine. The liquefied food now exits the stomach and enters the small intestine, which is about 6 meters long. This is the major site of nutrient absorption. Bile from the liver and digestive enzymes from the pancreas meets with the food to help in the absorption of nutrients, fats and proteins. The absorbed nutrients enter the bloodstream from the small intestine, and the leftover food enters the large intestine or the colon. The colon is 1.5 meters long in length. As indigestible food passes through, The colon absorbs water, salts and vitamins. The remaining solid matter collects in the rectum at the end of the large intestine, ready to be excreted from the anus. There are lots of diseases and disorders associated with the digestive system. There is the colon and rectal cancer, which is also referred to as colorectal cancer. This type of cancer is an infected cell that is found in the colon or rectum region of the body. There is also stomach cancer, which is known as gastric cancer. This cancer affected approximately 21,700 Americans during 2001. It is caused by eating large amounts of smoked foods, salted fish and meat, foods that are high in starch and low in fiber. The system can also be infected by diarrhea. It is watery waste, or an increased frequency in waste. Diarrhea can be short-term, which can be related to a bacterial or viral infection, or it can be long-term, which is usually related to a functional disorder or intestinal disease. Diverticular disease, which occurs in small pouches that bulge out in the colon. It is an inflammation or infection in the pouches. And there is chronic heartburn, is a digestive disorder called gastroesophageal reflux disease. It is caused by gassy acid that flows from the stomach and into the esophagus. Many allergies begin in the digestive system, and our digestive systems play a primary role in keeping us healthy, and when problems occur with the digestive system, it can have a major negative impact on how we feel and how our body reacts. Eat plenty of raw food whenever you eat meat or fish, because flesh proteins are difficult to digest without enzymes, such as pineapple, papaya, fruits, raw vegetables and vegetable juices. You should also drink a lot of water. It will greatly reduce your digestive and other diseases. You should always exercise. It will increase the metabolic rate. Regular physical activity will help to keep the food moving in your digestive system. You should eat slowly and properly and avoid oily foods. Oil makes it hard for our digestive enzymes to break down the food. You can eat foods that are rich in digestive enzymes. Enzymes cause chemical reactions to happen to break down the food easier and faster. Include fiber-rich foods in your daily diet. They help to keep the large intestine healthy.